Hard Mark Podcast.
Shrimp on the barbie. Shrimp on the barbie. Do you respect that? That's corruption. I could make a fake snake. You not pee in the pool. You not pee on the barbie. All of myself is clean.
Welcome to the Hard Mark Podcast, everybody. Rumpus Time has begun. My name is Eric Donaldson. The purpose of Rumpus Time is to explore the mind of the weird and wonderful star of our program. He is the man of 54,097 compliments. He is the EVP of Soul Skiing Development, the maitre d' of Matt Drama, the Tampa Bay Topsider, the living painting, the talent. He hates aioli because he's got brains of baloney. Flying Ryan Murphy. Ryan, how are you doing today?
Pretty good.
He hates that creamy.
Yeah, I think the aioli line is unfair. I think aioli, well, shit, actually.
I had some pretty good aioli in Hawaii.
I can't with it. But I don't like bologna either, so.
I traditionally, I'm with you. I don't like mayonnaise as a general rule. Aioli is like the one exception where it's like, it's just the perfect combination of things that aren't actually mayonnaise that gets me on board with that condiment as a whole.
I think it's what people like it. I'm a picky eater, you know. I'm sensitive. I used to not like the white stuff in waffles, you know.
The white stuff in waffles, like the batter.
The batter.
The waffle.
Yeah. When I was, I thought I'd told you this. Yeah.
This
no, I remember
familiar.
like going to my dad was like, "What the fuck?" Like,
right.
Like if you open the waffle, I even liked waffles, which made it even weirder. Like, but I was like, I don't like the white stuff in it. Like, and I just eat it, you know, happily. But I just didn't. So I'm picky like that. So that's, you know.
I know you don't even like waffles, but pancakes or waffles?
Oh, waffles. I like waffles. I'm totally down with waffles. I wouldn't order them. I'd order eggs or something. But I'm a waffle.
Well, I remember you talked about your trip, a little bit ago, where you poo-pooed your dad's waffles, so to speak.
Yeah, but he didn't make eggs. Like, you know.
You sound so petulant saying that, just like an obstinate little child, little Lord Fauntleroy.
I expected eggs when I was there, Eric. All right, my dad made no eggs. He put the waffles he made for me in the oven.
Right? Yeah, no eggs. Also, never picked up on the hitch in your giddy up. And are you still limping around? Are you good with stairs now? Finally,
I'm pretty good with stairs. Yeah, with shoes, I can fly downstairs. I can jog down the stairs. Without shoes, it's a little more sensitive, but it's like I can do it now. There's a mild pain, but like, you know, I think, you know, over this weekend in the sand are we going to have football out, so I could either break something again or like. You know,
I thought we were going to take longer for me to get to this cautionary warning, Ryan. Please don't do anything fucking stupid.
Well, you know, it's if I break or hurt my feet in the sand, I can at least have I was just playing on the beach, you know, like, you know, it's on a beach trip. I'm 32. It shit happens, you know, like I can at least play this one off, but you can't do it on the Las Vegas Strip. You break your feet on the Las Vegas Strip, people are going to know you fucked up, like, you know.
You do realize if you fuck up your feet, you're going to have to get back to Las Vegas somehow with broken feet.
Crutches, you know.
On the plane?
Yeah, I don't think crutches. You can get on plane with a wheelchair, like.
Yeah, but would you want to do? But I mean, the fact that you can do it is not my point. The fact that my point is like, you know, the living hell that you went through before and how torturous it was for you.
I think you're thinking we're going to be playing like tackle football on the beach. That's not. I'm just talking about.
I'm just concerned about your general monkey shine, sir. Yeah. I'm concerned about your general tomfoolery that you're up to.
Well, Eric, it's the beach, right? Like, how often, you know? Like, I mean, you were just there, you loved it, you didn't want to come back. I'm gonna be the same way. Like, I'm gonna be on the beach regardless. If I have good feet or bad feet, I'll be on the beach. Like,
don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Play football, like.
I mean, I'm not good at catching. My depth perception is remarkably poor.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know. I haven't done any athletic activities in 6-7 months now. Like anything, I've been trying to walk. You know, like that's been my big thing. So
You've been swimming, liar.
Well, swimming, yeah, but swimming's pretty mild. This will be the first like on your feet, maybe having to like quickly pivot and catch the football. We'll see how it goes. I'll report back. If I'm back on crutches, then I'm back on crutches. As long as I don't break both feet, I think I'm fine.
I'm going to see that somebody finds you and breaks both those feet.
Yeah.
Before we get into Ryan Ranks It, which is a new segment on the Rumpus Time editions of our program that I'm enjoying quite a bit for the record. I enjoy that it kind of sets us up for the analytics in the Wrestle Talk the following episodes. But
are you aligning these at all with the wrestling? In any sort of fashion?
That's not a bad idea. I haven't been. I mean, so far we've only ranked 2 things. I mean, technically 3. We ranked natural disasters, ways of drinking beer, and condiments.
That's sauce.
And condiments.
That's not technically 3. That is 3. Like,
well, we didn't take. I just kind of informally had you rank natural disasters. That wasn't officially Ryan Ranks It, but yeah, you could make a case that was the first one.
Are you sure?
What do you mean?
You informally? I thought it was pretty formal. Like,
well, I had you rank them, but I wasn't thinking like, oh, this is going to be a reoccurring segment at that time.
Okay.
So when I was like, oh, we're going to have Ryan rank shit, like that's when the first one of those was methods of drinking beer. But before we get into that, I have a couple of updates. And I know for those of you that listen to the Wrestle Talk, which thank goodness for you, you're probably somewhat sick of us talking about this subject. I don't think that this has really permeated a lot of the Rumpus Times as of late. But I have 2 things that kind of relate to some ongoing reoccurring subjects that Ryan and I just can't seem to shake on the program. First, there was a point, so when Heather and I, who recently took our trip to Hawaii, it was lovely. Ryan and I talked about it a little bit off air, but yeah, we had a great time. We ate a lot of good food. But one of the more notable events, Ryan, there was a point where at the pool attached to the condo, there was a point where my wife and I, my lovely, beautiful wife and I, we were holding hands in the pool and we were simultaneously peeing.
I thought you were going to say you were just holding your pee, but okay, like, no, yeah. And so Heather has no issue with this, I assume.
No, she has no, she does not. I mean, we were both peeing at the same time while holding hands.
Eric, in fairness, you're pretty much holding my hand the whole time while you're peeing too, so like, it's not that romantic.
But you weren't peeing with me, Ryan. Anytime you had to pee, you would go like crouch silently in the center of the pool away from everyone.
I remember being, and there was kind of like, it kind of expanded. I felt like I had some like space.
Right. At no other point in that stay did we ever have any space except for the one time when you're like, oh, this is my chance to pee. And then there was like you had like a 3-foot radius around you.
But don't worry, Eric made sure to call it out. Yeah.
You were, after all of your
years, make sure
years,
everyone was safe.
Right. Your years of hypocrisy was not going to go unnoticed by me.
Yeah, but I had a foot issue. I couldn't get back out, so I had no choice.
I had no idea. Tell me more about your foot issue.
Yeah.
Also,
people are getting tired about hearing about my feet.
Oh, definitely not.
Everyone is getting tired about hearing about it.
It's the new boat. Ryan's broken feet is the new boat.
Yeah.
Whereas before we were getting updates about the fucking engine dying and the various adventures of the heavy hooker. Now it's just, your broken ass feet and your lack of physical therapy up until recently.
Yep. That sounds actually right.
Another update from my Hawaii trip that I think is worth mentioning. So we got a very nice room at the Westin. It had 3 separate balconies, 4 different windows looking out, 1 looking out over the ocean specifically, 3 looking out over partially the resort, partially the ocean. Deluxe. Very, 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 very nice. Probably the nicest hotel I've ever stayed at, for sure. The bathroom, sir. Mm-hmm. You know how a lot of fancy showers these days, the rainfall shower head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking? Like the square, and then it's got, it's a little rainfall thing.
Yeah.
In addition to having the rainfall shower head, you know what else they had? Little handheld spray nozzle thing. Even the highest quality of hotels, Ryan, knows you got to spray your butt out.
Yep. Well, I think with a rainfall shower can be a little different. Okay?
Come on.
It could be a little bit different, Eric. That's a different setup, all right? It's not there's no direction of the water pressure with that. It's just falling down like rain. How are you? That's different, Eric.
You've already made the statement out loud multiple times on this podcast that when you shower, you just let the water go down into your butt crack.
But there's no angle of attack with that rainfall shower head. All right?
If anything, it's angling right down your butt crack.
No, that's different, Eric. Eric, and this is again what I'm saying. This is why you don't understand it. Like you're not understanding. For some, it's like you've never used a shower before. Because I don't understand. There's an angle of attack that is perfect, generally, to get in that area. All right,
but you're not, and we've already covered. I'm sure this is ground we've already covered. To clarify, when you're showering, you are not bending over, grabbing both cheeks, separating, and like bending forward. You're not doing that with a normal shower.
You kind of have to, like.
Oh, so you do that. You do that.
Yes.
So, okay, so you're.
Do you think I was not?
I mean, you don't wash your face, so yeah, I was expecting you to just let water dribble
Eric,
down between your butt
that's
cheeks.
The only way to get in there, like that is. I mean, but I don't.
There's actually a second way.
You don't have to have. How are you? God, my roommates are home. Like, how are you spreading it with a handle? You got a handheld shower head, like you can use.
You just need
your
one
existing,
hand. You just need.
I'm just saying, Eric.
You just need one hand.
Yes, yes. You have to do that. If you're not doing that, then you're doing something wrong. That's when you've crossed the line of, not taking care of specific areas on your body. Like
put this in your Tinder profile.
What? Put what in my Tinder profile?
He bends over. I bend over, and I spread my butt cheeks apart, and then I just let the angle do the work of the shower head.
You let the angle do the work, and that's all. It's all you need. I'm not anti-hand, like extra handle. I'm just that I use the resources that are provided to me. Like
I'd say that's probably your life's motto: is let the angle do the work.
Fuck. I mean, yeah. Honestly, this maybe like.
Let's rank some shit, Ryan. Let's do some science. Let's get into some science stuff. The date that people are going to be hearing this, October 20th. My birthday just happened. Happy birthday to me. Halloween is right around the corner. Spooktacular Halloween wishes to you and yours, everybody. We've got another episode coming up before now Halloween. Well, yes, sir. To
jump in, I don't know if this. I was driving down the street and I saw the spider webs up, and I was like, okay, like I guess it was it's rainy here, so it's not like. But like I thought about it, I was like, it's like September 10th. When I saw this, that's an early jump on Halloween, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, I'm not really sure. I just went to the store today and they had pumpkins for sale.
Yeah, I mean pumpkins go on it. You gotta increase your profit on the pumpkin game. Like you gotta.
I'm not even sure a pumpkin would still be good if you bought one now and then held onto it through Halloween. I'm not really sure how long pumpkins stay good for.
I don't either. Yeah, I don't know.
That's kind of my standard is when do pumpkins go on sale? Okay, now it's Halloween season.
That might. Yeah, that might be a fair way to judge it. I don't know. No one else was doing it, and I just saw it, and I was like, yeah, that kind of makes sense. But then I was like, oh, we're like 2 months from Halloween.
I feel like I've seen Halloween candy also on sale for at least a couple weeks now.
On sale.
Yeah, right. You got to wait for that November 1st.
Yeah, exactly.
Deal. What a deal that would be. But the holiday season is upon us. You've got your heavy hitters. You've got your Halloween. You got your Thanksgiving. You got your Christmas, and others scattered around. Arbor Day, etc. So I thought, Ryan, for this edition of Ryan Ranks It, why don't I even just try this? Hold on. Ryan Ranks It. It's a work in progress. Yeah. Work in progress. Holidays, sir. I'm going to have you rank holidays.
It's a good one.
Do you want to do it the way that we normally do it? Should we switch it up this time? How do you want me to present you with holidays? You just want to come up with some off the top of your head? How do you want to handle it?
Maybe present it. I could just rank them. There's only Oh, maybe just feed me the holidays you want me to rank. And
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We just got a message from the bank saying we are now getting Martin Luther King Day off, Martin Luther King Jr. Day off as a holiday, and
add it to the list.
Yeah, said some nice things about Martin Luther King Jr. and then he also said like it's good for the bank because we want to recruit people and
right. And did you know that he actually had a dream at one point in time? Not like a dream journal like Ryan.
That would have been a great like ending. Like a signature on the bottom. I have a dream.
That would have been good. I would have liked that. That is a more common practice, though, is Martin Luther King Day being a holiday. I think I've had that off the past couple of years.
We're a bank. We should have every federal holiday off, but for some reason we only have like 6 of them. Yeah, like BC, we got every single holiday. We got Columbus Day off.
Oh, see, that's ridiculous.
Which is very controversial.
Fucking Columbus Day. You mean Indigenous Peoples Day?
We basically started having to do like volunteer work on that day though. Like we didn't we had to come in and like so they could take pictures of us volunteering, but not actually get the day off. Yeah, that was nice of them.
Well, maybe
BECU, like
Jesus Christ. I guess I am still doing business with them. Holidays. We'll just start with the obvious one, Christmas.
Yeah, I like Christmas, but it's deep in the winter. It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
It's dreary.
I mean, we were going to meet up last Christmas, and then you got snowed in. Couldn't make it out.
I like the idea that it's like people have time off there. It's maybe a week or two. Like you have that, you can travel. Work is super easy. No one's doing anything around the holidays. There's a great aspect about Christmas. Like, yeah, as a kid, I really loved it. As an adult, I stopped loving it as much. But it's still a good one. I guess I started at number 1.
Well, I believe last episode you started ketchup at 5 out of spite.
Yeah, ketchup deserves a 5 spot.
Ketchup?
Christmas deserves a number 1 start, and I can move it from there.
Heinz ass motherfucker. Okay, so Christmas is one. I also like that Christmas is essentially 2 holidays in one, because like Christmas Eve and Christmas we're both big deals in my household.
Yeah, that's why it's an expansive holiday. Like it's not only like those 2 days. It's basically like people are pretty much celebrating having Christmas parties like around that time of year, and like you can go like maybe 2 weeks or whatever. Like I like that about Christmas. It's a festive time. I get it. Like I'm not a Christmas hater. Like
he's not a Grinch. Everybody,
not a Grinch. A little bit, but I'm not full. Yeah, I like the spirit of the holiday, and yeah, I could stay number 1 for now.
Okay, number 1 for now. Thanksgiving.
That's a good one too. I've had some weird Thanksgivings recently. I stayed home for one with no family interaction during COVID. I
think I remember hearing about this. Yes.
Yeah, I video chatted, but I got to watch football. I basically fell asleep on the couch after I ate, which I think a lot of people do.
Was this in Vegas last year?
No, I was in, last year I went to my parents and we went to some like my dad's friends, his place, and I it was fun. It was a good time. Like I don't know. Number 2, I think right now.
Okay.
This is probably less interesting than.
There's food that I eat around Thanksgiving that I don't ever eat otherwise. Like I love stuffing. I love stuffing.
Your stuff.
And I never eat stuffing besides at Thanksgiving.
See, that's what people latch onto is the stuffing. I don't care for it. Like
maybe just add less than stellar stuffing.
You?
Maybe the reason that you haven't latched onto it is because
so my grandpa's a butcher, so he really knows how to like stuff a turkey. Like really. I'm just saying. I don't think you should disqualify me on like the lack of like quality of stuffing. I think stuffing's fine. My family likes it. I don't. I'm a picky eater. Like I think there's like berries in there, right? Like cranberries. Like
we don't put fucking berries in our goddamn.
There's onions.
There can be onions and celery.
Yeah,
that is
celery.
True.
It's not terrible. I'm just mashed potatoes and gravy. I don't know if that's a staple with you guys on Thanksgiving. But
it is.
It's my favorite food in the entire fucking world.
Despite your creamy hatred.
It's gravy's something from the gods. Like My grandma came over and she makes the best fucking gravy. I probably told this story.
We've heard about Grandma's legendary gravy before,
but like you just don't get that. Yeah, at Christmas we get it, so I can't like weigh one. I'm going Thanksgiving 2, Christmas 1 so far.
Okay.
But Thanksgiving's got footballs on, like you got a lot of football games going on. Like you just have to have family that turns the football game on. Sometimes, like if you're somewhere and they don't have the game on, like I'm lost. I think it's great background, like to a Thanksgiving is to have. You don't have to sit there and watch, but at least background.
I don't think we ever have football on during Thanksgiving.
Would you go to your dad's? Is your dad a football fan?
Yeah, he watches
your parents.
Yeah. Yes.
No, never.
No.
Some people turn the TV off. They're like, oh no, this is not a time for TV. Like
right.
It's not TV time. It's family time, and that's bullshit. Like you always have the fucking game on.
And that's bullshit. If it was like if I was the patriarch of the household and like I had all these people underneath me in the pecking order, I would consider putting on like wrestling. I would consider doing that.
That's is this a against football thing, or like you maybe just have wrestling on, like wrestling only, or like
probably
I don't understand
wrestling only.
Wrestling only.
So like when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
The WWF had a yearly Thanksgiving pay-per-view called the Survivor Series, and like the whole thing was Thanksgiving themed. And I remember there was like the very first pay-per-view I ever ordered was on Thanksgiving night of 1990.
So maybe you start. That's a new family tradition. But
maybe but it
I'd be
kept up.
I'd be fucking pissed. Like just turn the TV off. Let's have family time. Like
easy, pal. Easy. Okay, so we got Christmas 1, Thanksgiving 2, Halloween.
5. That's a 5er. I'm not a Halloween fan. I don't care for it. I like that people get into it. I do. I like Halloween parties. But, like, I've never been one. Like, as a kid, it was really fun. I didn't get into the whole dressing up thing. I think there's something to it, but I don't divulge in it, like, all that often. So, Halloween is the... Greta gets, like, so fucking, like, she loves Halloween, like, and I've just never, like, understood it. Like,
you get candy. So, what's to understand?
Not when you're an adult. You give candy when you're an adult. Like,
well, yeah. But as a kid, it's not hard to understand. You go around to doors, they give you candy. It's like unlimited candy for that.
Yeah, no, it's great as a kid. I told you, as a kid, like I had a mask that you pump blood into, and it just like kind of drizzled down. Like it was fun. Like it was a great time. Like
so you've got the Halloween parties where the ladies are dressing all skimpy and they're
and maybe I should have gone to college, Eric. Like I don't know. Like I feel like I missed that, and now I'm 32. I don't need to be at the bar with like all these like it's. Hey, I'm down for any age of woman to get skimpy, but like, I don't need to be like, I don't need to be there with these college area bars. It's not my thing. I never really have. Maybe it's you're in a relationship when you're 19. Maybe you miss all that. Like maybe it fucked my Halloween perspective up.
You're in Vegas. I bet there'd be some wild Halloween parties in Vegas.
And I'm not opposed to that, Eric. I'm not opposed to that. I'm just saying, for me, like over the last like 12 years, never been a big thing.
I'm putting Halloween asterisk because I have a feeling after this year's Halloween, you may be changing your tune. I bet you'll see some pretty cool.
We'll come back to this one.
Pretty cool stuff. Okay, so Halloween's 5. Let's see, what else do we round out our top 5 with? How about New Year's?
New Year's is a good one. A lot of fun. I like New Year's. I think Christmas is still holding. Number 2.
Okay, so Thanksgiving 3.
Thanksgiving 3.
New Year's 2.
I think New Year's is pop champagne, like get on the roof.
God,
like great times during New Year's. Everyone thinks they're gonna get a fresh start, but right now it just keeps getting worse and worse for. But good holiday.
Everything has gone downhill since you don't have a roof anymore. I think that's...
Yeah, it really has. I think about that roof all the time.
wonder how much that roof is worth these.
Like, obviously, I was so fucking bored, but if I was on the roof, like, be having a great time.
Yeah, you could do anything you want to up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got Christmas, New Year's, actually, one last thing about New Year's. I guess, you know, in your case, obviously, you've been hitched up for a little while now. But I always, as a young man, felt an enormous amount of pressure when like New Year's hit, and it was like, oh, now I'm supposed to find somebody to like kiss. That was always a very stressful situation for me when I wasn't coupled up.
Yeah, I haven't had it. Got the New Year's kiss. That was always nice. Like, you know,
made me feel good about myself.
Yeah, no,
sitting up on the roof kissing.
New Year's is it's a good holiday. It is like I guess it's not underappreciated. It's a good holiday. I like it.
Okay,
it could go number one. It could go toe to toe with.
Is it good? But it's not.
It's not. I think Christmas still holds right here. Yeah.
We're trying to keep it to 5. Your other holidays, so we've had the previously mentioned Martin Luther King. Maybe that should be an honorable mention.
I think you've got a lot of winter holidays, though.
Yeah. I mean, do we go 4th of July or Memorial Day?
I think in Labor Day you should throw on there, too, as an option. Like,
okay.
You didn't mention it. Like,
well,
you act like that's such a ridiculous option. Like, Labor Day is a great fucking holiday. Like,
is it better than Memorial Day or 4th of July?
No, I don't think it's better than Memorial Day. Like,
come on, you fucking
I'm just
asshole.
saying, like, it's you didn't mention it, and then when you were like, oh, you act all surprised.
Labor Day is just a reliable, like, oh, now we're getting into some shit type of stuff.
Memorial Day,
Labor Day.
Yeah, it's the end of summer, like, you know,
end of summer, but then it's like kicking off. Like, now you're going to have some time off coming up here in the next little bit. Like, you know, Halloween.
I think it's fucked up that like some people don't get. Well, I mean, some people don't get Labor Day off, and then they don't get paid double time. Like Labor Day specifically. Jesus Christ, yeah, like fucking. Anyway, I wouldn't put it on the list, but I just wanted an honorable mention. Like,
yes.
What do you want? I mean, so my choices, do I get a wild card choice here? Like final summer, like
you can do whatever you want. This is your ranking.
I think 4th of July has to be on the list.
That's what I fucking said.
I think, oh man, 4th of July is a good holiday. That's a good one.
Are you a big fireworks guy?
No, but I like what people do, like fireworks, you know. This 4th of July I was pretty drunk by like 8 o'clock, so I just basically went to bed, like
right.
But it's a great grilling holiday, you know,
right.
Like you get the grill out, you make whatever, like everyone's kind of.
I mean, I guess I'm thinking out loud, and I'm not saying that I necessarily agree with what you're saying, but like I see your point. But like Memorial Day can sometimes fall a little early where the weather's not so great. Yeah. Labor Day can also fall a little bit late in the year where sometimes the weather's not so great. 4th of July is almost always just spot on.
Yeah, it is. I would put the 4th in here. I think I'd put it there's a little bit of sadness to the 4th of July just because, like, you know, it's midsummer, like it's a little bit over, you know. Your baseball season's coming to an end. You know, and I'm just comparing like 4th of July to New Year's, right? New Year's, there's like the spring's coming. 4th of July is like you're in the middle of it.
4th of July, fucking summer doesn't end until the 21st.
I know,
of
but
September.
It feels like I always get this like sad feeling. I'm like, this is just another 4th of July pass and summer's gone again. Like that's I always feel. I have a great time, but it's just a little bit sadder than New Year's. You have a bunch of months where it's upcoming and like. But I think
you're like a living Simon and Garfunkel song.
I think. Sorry, I'm just really pulling this over here. I think 4th of July could go like a 2. I think 4th of July could go 2.
Okay.
I think 4th of July go 2. I think so. That leaves Thanksgiving. Is that still a 3?
That bumps Thanksgiving to 4.
Does that put New Year's 3?
Yeah, it puts New Year's 3.
Yeah, I think that's fair order. Yeah, that's right. Yep, I go with that.
Halloween 5 with an asterisk until you see some sexy ladies in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I like that. I like that list. I think that's a good list.
All right, nice, good ranking. We've got some great picks. I still don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with all these lists, but we'll put them up somewhere. So
what's your number one? I mean, you don't have to rank them, but like, what's at least your number one? Like,
I had a bad string of Christmases
for
a while. But I think Christmas is sullied to some degree. It still might be my favorite, but Christmas might be sullied to some degree for me just on account of like my parents' house when it's winter sucks to try and get to.
Where do your parents live?
They just live in Woodinville, but they live on like a big ass hill that has caused problems for me and my family over the past like decade.
Have you like slidden down the hill and you just have to park on the bottom and walk, or like
I tore my PCL.
No, I thought just
what
was this at work? Was this when you tore your?
Yes, my PCL.
That's when you did it at your parents' house?
Yes.
For some reason, I thought this was like in like a nicer setting. Like, not that Woodinville's not very nice.
What the fuck does that mean?
I thought it was like in Hawaii or something for some reason that you did this. I don't know why. That could be like, so you did this.
I've told you the fucking story of how I did it.
No, I know. I fully remember you. I don't remember the details about. For some reason, I thought it was like, it doesn't matter. It was in Woodinville. Yeah, maybe tell the story. Like,
I've already told the story on the program before, but yes, it was the hill was frozen. My brother-in-law and my sister and like their kids and stuff, they were like stuck going down the hill, and I like went down like, I guess I'll try and help. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do, but I'll try. So I go down there. They managed to get unstuck from the hill. I start walking up. Somebody else gets stuck, and they're like, can you help me put chains on my tires? It's like, fuck, I've never done this before. I don't know what I'm doing. I will attempt to help you, but I don't know anything about what I'm doing here. And then I see another car after it's clear that they don't need my help anymore and that I'm really not benefiting anybody being there. I see another car starting to slide down and lose control, and I'm like, fuck, they're going to hit this other car. I need to clear the way. So as I'm crossing the road, it's on an incline. And so I'm crossing, and so my left knee hits the ground, my right knee doesn't, because again, it's not flat, and I tear my PCL. So that happened at Christmas time, however many years ago. My aunt got in a car accident on this same hill with my grandma in the car, and like my grandma was pretty seriously injured in that. God. And that was like the year like prior to me tearing my PCL. So it was just like, it was a string of just shitty Christmases. So Thanksgiving might be my number one, just because it has a lot of like the similar, like the family time and like the good food and stuff, but just without the fear of bad weather fucking everything. So Thanksgiving might be my number one.
I don't think your fear of bad weather is a reasonable like reason to pick Thanksgiving though, because Thanksgiving is also like right in the middle of bad weather season.
We run into the issue less Thanksgiving time than we have. Christmas.
All right.
That's all.
Last year I was in Greta's dad's truck, and it snowed last Christmas.
Yes,
and we were on a fucking hill, and I put this thing in like a low gear, and I was trying to get up the hill, like, and this thing is fucking barely moving. Like, I'm like, at least in first gear, you should be at least like, solidly crawl. And I was panicking that this thing was going to slow. And my whole family like had like, oh, like bye, like, and like they're out there, and I'm not only that, like, so like they're gonna, if I crash, they're gonna know,
right?
But then it's not even my dad's truck. It's not even my truck, Mm-hmm. It's fucking Greta's. If I crash his truck on you, this is gonna be the most embarrassing thing. I was like having a borderline heart attack, like leaving this thing up a hill. The hill situation out here needs to be more discussed. People underrate it. A little bit of snow, one hill can fuck your whole like. Oh yeah, your whole night up. So I agree with that. Sorry, your parents live on a hill.
I accept your apology. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. Let's see. So we got probably a little bit of time. I'll ask you a quick question before we go into our commercial break, and then we go to Ask the Talent. Ryan, what is your first memory? What is the earliest memory in your life that you have?
That's a good question. We had this tree out in our first house.
Where was this house? Snohomish?
Bothell.
Oh, okay.
But maybe not like defined as Mill Creek now, but it's technically Bothell. Like it's basically on 164th.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, we had this tree, and I used to climb that tree. It had like nice little branches that a 3-year-old could like, pop up on. And
Sure.
I used to go like as high as I could. I had very little fear. I didn't fall, but I used to climb that tree, and I pretty vividly remember like grabbing onto those little branches. And I don't know how my parents felt about it, but I loved it. Like,
so it wasn't you were falling or anything. You were just climbing this tree, and that's your early.
I just loved the tree. I was loving life at that time. I was just loving every aspect of life. Found a tree, just climb it, get up there, like sit, like come down, like I think but it was just like right in the front of our house, like that's it. Also, I remember being like more vividly, I remember being on my grandparents' boat, and like we were going through the locks, and I just like was talking to my grandma about something. And that was one I always go back to. I was like, that was like my first like real conversation memory. Like it's still like whatever. I was probably saying something stupid, but like I was talking to my grandma, like, and she, she's having a great time. Like she's like pulling up the anchor or whatever, like unhooking. Like I was just sitting there, like saying probably some funny shit, like as a 5-year-old, like. One more thing about this, I do want to give a notable mention to like smells when you were younger.
Oh, for sure. Oh yeah, please. I'll give all the notable mention to smells that you need.
God, like it'll come back. It's like a pizza smell from the cafeteria, kind of like a tomato-ish smell that like
you're talking like a school cafeteria.
Yeah, like a school cafeteria.
Huh. Okay.
And that will bring me back immediately to being like in like kindergarten, like at the school.
Okay.
And that's more powerful than any of those other like memories. Those are just kind of what I first remember, but like that thing is way more powerful as far as like driving back memories.
When you were a little kid and you were getting lunch and you were buying lunch at school, how did they do that with you guys?
They lined us up on the wall, and then you kind of walked through. Like it was like maybe like the first or second graders when you lined up on the wall, and then you grab your tray, put it down. You can get like a burger, a pizza, and then you get your like sides or whatever, and then you slide that through, and then you go check out. Like,
how did you pay though?
I think my mom just wrote them a check.
Okay. And then you would.
I don't remember paying in cash. My mom always gave him like a fucking fat check, like, and it was nice because like. When I got to high school, I was kind of fat. No, I wasn't fat, but like I was actually really skinny, but I ate like a fat kid, and I would order like 2 pieces of pizza every day instead of 1. And but I always like then I'd be like, "Mom, I'm out of money," and she's like, "Oh, that's quick." But just write another check, like like. So, but yeah, that's how I ordered. But those smells, man, those smells from early elementary school are just like shocking.
The reason I ask, so I remember when I was a little kid, like we're talking kindergarten, first grade, etc.
Yeah.
What you would have to do is, so my mom would always give me like the exact amount of like change or money or however much the lunch cost, and she gave me one of those little pouches where you squeeze it and it looks like a mouth opening. You know what I'm talking about? A little change purse thing where you squeeze it and it's like a.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All my change is in there. I would hand like before school started, you would go there. You'd say, I'd like to buy, pizza or burger or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. They gave you a little green lunch token.
Oh.
And so I would put the lunch token in my little pouch, my coin pouch thing, and hang on to it till lunch. And then when lunch came, you exchange your green token for a lunch.
Oh, that's different than what we did. We went up to like a cashier, like at the end.
Oh yeah, this is a grassroots operation here in Boston.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. That was your first memory?
That's not my first memory. That's we're talking about school lunches, and so it just popped into my brain. I feel like that's one of the things that like ages me these days of like, because I'm sure kids nowadays either have just like an electronic balance or some shit like that, but it's like, I used to exchange my green lunch token for a meal.
We never had tokens.
But my first memory is I think we were at our house. It was either in Snohomish or Machias, one of the two. And I was on a big wheel, like the, big tricycle thing. And a bee was chasing me. And I remember like just hurriedly like racing as fast as I could on my big wheel to try and avoid this bee stinging me.
Probably a little traumatic. Yeah.
I still don't like bees very much. I still have a thing about bees and needles and whatnot. But yes, that is my That is my earliest memory. And I'm trying to think of what my earliest conversation memory is. I don't actually have one.
Yeah, I don't know. It just stood out to me as like a different type of memory than like, just like, because when you're really young, like you're just experiencing, but your first conversation memory is like, for me, it stood out.
Yeah, no, for sure. And like, I actually, like, I do remember like conversations I had with like my grandpa and stuff about like wrestling. I do remember also getting sick with pneumonia and my dad like bringing home like Spider-Man comics and stuff like which, and I never read comic books. And so for me, it was like, oh, wow, cool. I get like Spider-Man comics and stuff. Also, as long as we're talking about little kid stuff, to kind of put a bow on this before we go to our break, quick update from Eric's childhood, specifically wrestling related. So this whole time that we've been doing this show, we talk, like, I think on the Wrestle Talk episode specifically, I mentioned how I've been a wrestling fan of over 30 years, which is true.
I haven't heard that once.
It happens a lot, Ryan. But I always, this whole time, I've been operating under the assumption that I started watching wrestling when I was 6 years old. That's what I've always thought. And the reason I thought that is because my earliest wrestling memory, not conversation memory, but wrestling memory, is I remember I had a WWF magazine that had Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior posing on top of a mountain, facing off with one another. And I just remember thinking, like, that's the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I would have been 6 around that time.
Yeah.
My grandma recently gave me a bunch of old VHS tapes that my grandpa had made from back in like the mid 80s when I was like 3 years old.
Like recording you?
Yeah, recording me at that age.
Shit.
And in one of these videos around Christmas time, and I was like 3 years old at this point, I had a Hulk Hogan action figure at 3.
Yeah.
So not only am I over 30 years of a wrestling fan, but I'm approaching a 40-year fandom.
Yep.
And I didn't even realize it until the past month or two.
That's pretty cool, man.
What a world.
Those nostalgic like 80s videos, like with a Hulk Hogan figure.
Of all things.
I mean, that just settles it.
Yeah. And my grandpa was trying to get me to pose like Hulk Hogan and everything. Like the whole, it was there. Like I knew the whole routine. So I was already indoctrinated at that young age, which was mind blowing to me. But let's go ahead. We'll take a blink and you miss it commercial break. We'll be right back with our running bit that we like to call Ask the Talent. And we're back. And we're here. We've got Ryan. We've got me. Who else do you need? Chicken soup for the soul, everybody. That's
a throwback.
Yeah, it's what's better than chicken soup? Blowjob.
My mom used to read Chicken Soup for the Soul.
Oh.
Or is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Chicken Soup for the
it was a
Soul.
book.
The book, yeah.
The Secret. Did your mom ever read The Secret?
I don't know. She's a big reader, so she might have. I don't know.
Are you familiar with The Secret?
I'm not. No.
It's where you will something into existence. Like you say, like, oh, I want a Corvette. And you make a dream board, and you look at your dream board, and then eventually you'll get a Corvette.
Sounds like a lot of these like millennials like hyping themselves into like stocks and stuff like
right. Same idea, yeah. Wall Street.
Yeah, just like get up at 4 a.m. and work out.
It's the same idea.
Yeah.
So for this episode, in this what the fuck word
segment.
Thank you, Ryan. In this the talent, keeping things professional up in here. For this segment that we call Ask the Talent.
Ask the Talent.
We've got a big question for you, Ryan, and I think for the next couple of episodes anyway, I always think that some of our best conversations are around animals. For whatever reason. I don't know why, but I always enjoy your takes on the animal kingdom. So for this segment, for this edition of Ask the Talent, Ryan, what is the biggest animal that you think you could fight and beat?
Oh man!
And so I'm gonna quantify this because I know that eventually there's gonna be questions. Here's what I was thinking. No guns allowed.
Okay.
It's not something you're necessarily preparing for, but we're just going to say that you're out in like a metropolitan area, so you have access. Like, think of like a bar, like you can grab whatever's nearby, but you're not necessarily like, you know, stocking yourself with swords and shit like that. Like, you're not necessarily prepared for this. But in a fight, you get approached by this random animal. What do you think the biggest animal is that you could fight and beat?
So I'm probably not thinking of the right animal, but just going, you know, where I think that, like, are you using like standard animal tactics of like how they act, or are you using like just like they're gonna swing and relentlessly go at you? Or are you using their like natural tactics to work for you? Like,
I don't know. I'm not certain I understand the question you're asking me.
Do you want me to just say what I think and then you can decide and I can repick? Or I mean, I think the biggest animal that you might be able to fight and like win with would be like a black bear.
You've always, what is this anti-black bear sentiment?
I think black bears, like, they can come up to you and maybe get a little, like, you know, they want to rustle a little bit, but like you can get big, you know, and you can, I mean, yeah, if you have stuff to grab you, maybe you swing a chair at them and like they're out, like maybe that's, you know, they're done. They don't like it, you know.
So you think you could knock out a black bear with a chair?
I'm thinking I have the best possible chance of any big ant like that size with a black bear, because they're timid, like, and you might be able to scare them off with like some aggressiveness.
Okay, and so your concern with this is what?
Well, I'm just like, so they're timid, like they're naturally timid, and so if you get you use that against them in this fight,
okay,
and you might win that fight. Like, if a black bear is acting like more like maybe a grizzly bear,
okay,
then that might not be a great choice. And I would go much, much, much smaller, because I don't think there's a lot of big animals that I could take. Like, even like a goose would scare me, you know, like,
let alone a Canadian one.
Right. So, you know, I would go much, much lower, but I'm just thinking if you're using like animal tactics or how they like, you know, what their survival instincts, you know, if you use that against them, maybe that would be the biggest. But if they're fighting, like, and they're going all out, it would have to be much, much smaller.
I mean, I don't hate your answer.
Yeah. It's
kind of bums me out thinking about you just attacking this timid black bear that's not fighting back against you.
Well, he stepped up to me first.
He said something very, very mean about your nephew.
You don't just disrespect me like it's at a bar in the city with no tools, like, you know, like unprepared. Like, do
that to somebody.
No, like he came at me. I used, you know, what I knew about him against him.
Okay, all right.
Or her.
So yeah, equal opportunity black bear attacker. So if it was, I'll accept that as an answer. Let's say the other side is true. And it's something that is like going to fight back. What do you think the biggest animal is?
Like, this is, I mean, very small. Like, I wouldn't even fight my cat because they would fucking win. Like, they're not gonna, like.
You don't think you could beat your own cat in a fight?
No, Eric, I don't think you've ever held a cat that's like really like shaken up and upset. Like, they are not fun to fuck with. Like they will get out. They will get out. You have no chance of holding. We can barely get this thing to the vet because it is like throwing a fit. Like,
well, you just hit it with a chair.
I could never do that to a cat. Like, I would just maybe let the cat win. Like,
raccoon. Raccoons are bigger than cats.
Yeah, well, that's about the same size. Like, I would, but I would say it'd be like raccoon size. Any bigger than that, like your animal's gonna win. Like, we're not. Like, we don't have gut. Well, the only reason we're more powerful is because we have equipment. Like, you know, like,
right.
So you're not gonna win against anything like moderately bigger than a cat or raccoon. Like,
I don't think that's. I mean, our brains are like our biggest strength in these fights. But I mean, you know, I think you're underselling your own. Like, it may fuck you up, but I think that you would have a strength advantage over this thing.
I understand that if I was in a situation and I had to live, like, I might like stab something, but like, it makes me really sad to like think about that and like to break a bottle and stab a raccoon, that would be like, I don't even like when spiders pop, but yeah, I mean, like maybe, but like they're still vicious. But I would think about that size, like, yeah, like maybe I'd go really small. Like animals are intense. Eric, you don't have any animals, so you might not understand this. Okay. You have no animals, Eric. Not one at your house. So their will to survive is possibly more than mine. Like, they might take that. Like,
he's too lazy to have a will to survive. Yeah. Everybody. Well, I'll even sweeten the pot for you. Not that it changes your answer or anything. I'll sweeten the pot. This way you can, sleep easy. We'll put in a UFC referee in there. When the referee determines that either party cannot intelligently defend themselves, they'll stop the fight. Fight's over. So that way, if you're working your ground and pound on a raccoon, Mills Lane will jump in there and,
I'm trying to think of an animal that's between like that size, like a raccoon. Like,
I mean, no primate.
Yeah. I mean, what's between? Because basically, I think you jump from there, like maybe like bobcats or something, like So,
yeah. I mean,
it's hard to like that. So,
I'd be terrified of like a chimpanzee. That would be scary.
Would you rather face a bobcat or a chimpanzee? I'd face the chimp all day. Like,
am I thinking chimp or am I thinking monkey? Chimpanzees, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they've ripped people's faces off before. Which I'm not saying bobcats haven't. But like chimps are like, Travis the chimp.
You could go like maybe seal. They don't have like the leg power, Like,
See, now
big,
you're
though.
thinking.
They're
now
big,
you're thinking with your head. Now this is a good idea. Beat up a fucking seal.
Yeah, go with the like where you have a little bit of. I mean, I wouldn't want to fuck with it, like, because those things I think can get you too. But like, they're just on the ground. Like maybe you can be a little more agile than they could. I'm not sure, but those are. I mean, they're big.
Sure.
Yeah.
So is that your final answer? Seal or black bear, depending on their timidness?
I think my initial answer is. I mean, if you're just going like in a bear walks into a bar, situation, you might go. Yeah, you might go with that. Like,
okay, deal, perfect.
Yeah, you have any animal like?
Oh, you want my
chimpanzee?
Answer.
Yeah, I think it's only fair. Like, you can ask me the talent, but like, should at least throw something out there. Like,
I mean, I would be hesitant about a seal just because I feel like it would move so unconventionally that I wouldn't know what to expect. You know what I mean?
No.
What would my answer be? I would probably avoid like a big cat. Like,
do you think?
I could beat up a house cat for sure.
Do you think you could fuck with a house cat? I feel like
absolutely.
I think you could, like, not like kill it with stuff, but like, I feel like you have a lot. Like, oh, it's just a little cat, just pick it up. Do you have confidence you could like carry a scared cat to the vet?
What? That wasn't. What's?
Well, I'm just asking now. Like, now I need to know. I feel like you don't know how. Like, cats are, the best animal on the planet, in my opinion, and
okay.
but they're vicious. Like, they'll fuck you up. Like, I feel like you have no respect for cats.
Not their like ability in a blood sport type of situation. No, against a full size human man.
They're faster than you too. Like,
well, yeah, that's fine. But if I'm in a bar and the doors are all closed, I mean, if it runs away, then I win. If it runs away, then I win. But a house cat I could for sure beat up. Like a cougar or a fucking bobcat, I'd be a little bit more concerned about.
You're done.
Yeah. So I wouldn't go that. How about an herbivore? Let's see. Could I? I think if it wasn't a buck, if it was like a doe, I could maybe beat up a deer. Oh,
deer's a good one. That's a good. I didn't think about deer. Yeah.
If it's a buck with the big like horns, like
right.
That's probably a bad idea. But like a doe,
and they got hooves.
Yes, that's the one thing you gotta avoid is the hooves. Yeah. But I think I could just take pot shots and like we'll keep with the bar scenario. I would just like huck like pint glasses at it for a while and then see what happens, and then
it might still take you though. Like.
I think I got good odds.
Okay, all right. I think that's probably better. Deer's a good mid-size, like, between like animal. That's a good call. That'd be a good fight.
Because I couldn't beat up a horse. That like a horse would fuck me up bad.
But but in this scenario, right? Like I get what you're saying, but like you could fuck up a horse, you know. Like if you have access to any bar, like stuff like glass, like you could fuck up a horse, you know.
I could, but like if it gets close range, it's done for. Like horses can bite pretty, and I'm sure deer could probably bite.
Do they? Yeah.
Horses can bite.
Big teeth.
Have you ever seen someone get kicked by a horse?
No, right. That's it's the hooves, like, you know, they.
Yeah, and they're built for that. Like if they kick you in the head, you're dead. You're a dead.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fight a horse. It's that classic. Would you want to fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck or whatever?
Right. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Classic.
Okay, maybe it's deer. Maybe deer. Yeah, deer's my answer.
Deer's a good one. Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah, and no claws to worry about, unlike the black bear, unless if you get an ornery one.
That's why it'd be a good fight, though. That bear could, even though I'm saying that bear could maybe not be timid. This bear might be like from the streets, you know. Like,
yeah, exactly. Terrible Ted.
It could be a scary fight. I'm just putting it, you know, all my faith in the fact that it might go with its natural instincts. That's why, yeah.
And that's why you're the nature expert.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're going to be back October 27th for some Wrestle Talk. Join us right before your Halloween. Play us while you have your cobwebs up and your other Halloween decorations. Play the Hardmark podcast in the background as you're giving out candy to all the little children. This spookiest. Yeah. We'll make sure I'll make sure Ryan does his best Bela Lugosi Dracula impression during that episode. That way you can just play that on a loop as kids come to your front door. And look forward to that. But follow us on Instagram, the Twitter, Hardmark Podcast. Like us on Facebook. Hey, Ryan, what should they do on Spotify?
Listen.
I mean, you can...
You want to rate us, Eric? Like, yeah. Listen first, all right?
Yeah, listen for at
make
least...
their own judgment.
Listen for at least 30 seconds, and then you can rate us. 5 stars is good. Anything less is less good.
Do we have any additional Spotify ratings?
I'd have to look. I'm not sure. I haven't checked on it for a bit. But yeah, you can rate us 5 stars on Spotify. Very helpful. You can also rate us on Apple Podcasts. You can also write us a review on Apple Podcasts. Any combination of those things, always good for the discoverability. Pull up your friends and family's phones and very clandestinely subscribe to the Hardmark Podcast. That way, you know, they're, what's this? And then they listen to Ryan's dulcet tones, and they fall in love all over again. But if you're not hard, get hard, everybody. Once you get hard, stay hard. Rumpus time is over. Thank you very much.
I'm down for any age of woman to get skimpy.